A beautiful yet eerie view of the Aokihara Forest, famous for its dense, twisted green trees. The camera slowly pans through the forest, focusing on the strange serenity from inside the forest. Aokigahara, known as the Sea of Trees, this forest at the foot of Mount Fuji is renowned for its stunning beauty. However, beneath its serene surface lies a history full of mystery. Shadows move through the trees as the camera follows the narrow path deeper into the forest. Faint ghostly whispers become clearer, adding to the tension. The climbers Kenji, Aiko, Hiroshi, Yumi, and Riku gathered at the entrance to the forest, smiling as they prepared to climb. The mood was light as they left and joked about the myths surrounding the mountain. The group set off in high spirits. Kenji, the leader, had planned the climb as a fun weekend getaway, along with his friends Aiko, Hiroshi, Yumi, and Rig. The group continued walking, but the atmosphere grew heavier. The forest seemed to close in around them, and strange sounds, cracks, faint whispers became more frequent. As time went on, the path became increasingly difficult to follow. The trees, which had previously been welcoming, now felt like walls, trapping them inside. Yumi, who was walking at the back of the group, was unable to follow. Yumi's eyes widened as she saw the figure. The camera quickly panned to the trees, but the figure disappeared into the shadows, leaving only the sound of the wind. When he showed it to the others, the figure had disappeared. They laughed nervously, thinking it was just their imagination because of the spooky atmosphere. However, deep down, they knew there was. The group now looks confused, with Kenji checking his map and compass in frustration. All the trees look identical, and the whispers are getting louder, more disturbing. It wasn't long before they realized they were lost. Kenji, the most experienced of them, couldn't explain what was happening. The map didn't make sense. The compass was spinning without a. Riku walked away, hoping to find a way out, but the further he went, the clearer the whispers became. The whispers sworn randomly were calling his name, and that's when he saw it. Riku frowned as he looked at the figure of a pale woman, wearing a white kimono, standing in front of him. Her face was covered by her long dark hair. A woman, dressed in white, stood amidst the trees. Her back was facing Riku, but he knew she was not human. His instincts told him to run, but he didn't. The woman's face was revealed pale and distorted, with blank black eyes. Riku recoiled in fear, but when he turned to run, the woman was gone. Riku returned to his group, pale and trembling. He did not tell them what he had seen, but from that moment on, the forest felt alive, as if it were watching their every move. The group continues walking, but now they are clearly stricken with fear. Shadows flickered between the trees, and whispers incessantly echoed calling their names. The camera follows. The whispers followed them. They came from everywhere, calling their names, leading them deeper into the forest. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't. Hiroshi suddenly stopped, his eyes widening in fear as he heard something behind him. He turned, and the camera revealed a group of pale figures, standing still in the shadows. Their eyes. Hiroshi was the next to fall victim to the curse. He saw thin, silent figures staring at him from the shadows. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. One by one, the group realizes that Hiroshi is missing. They look for him, calling his name, but there is no answer. The whispers grow louder, taunting them as they search frantically. They searched for hours, but Hiroshi disappeared without a trace. The forest was playing tricks on them, playing with their fears, every time they thought they were getting closer to the road. Night falls, and the group is now down to 3 Kenji, Aiko. If you dare to like and follow this video with more scary stories from all over the world,